guys, and welcome back to Pip Explores. This week, I'm making this video to ask you to please stop buying mass-produced ultralight hammocks.
Well, you ain't got no money. You got
So I don't know if this is just me and my algorithms, but lately I have been getting a ton of ads on social media trying to get me to buy one of those mass-produced, and I keep putting in air quotes, ultralight hammocks. And I have a lot of issues with this, but I'm making this video to ask you just to not buy them. If your purpose for buying one of these hammocks is just to hang out with your friends, like reading books or whatever on your college campus, my only question for you is, why are you paying the money for an ultralight one? Just buy one of those mass-produced hammocks. I don't particularly care. My real issue is with the ones that are marketed as ultralight, and we're gonna get into it. So this video is aimed at people who are looking for a backpacking sleep system that's super light. Now again, if this is something you want to carry around to lounge in, I mean, there are better options for you, but more power to you. Do what you want. But if you are looking for an actual ultralight backpacking sleep system, just walk away. And this is why. A lot of those mass-produced ultralight hammocks compromise in ways that are going to make your time sleeping in it a nightmare. Some of the ways that they compromise is by making the hammock shorter. Now, this doesn't seem like it would be that big of an issue. Like, if you think about it, I'm almost 6 feet tall. So if you're like, well, it's an 8-foot-long hammock, how is that an issue? Well, the thing about hammock camping, if you're actually trying to sleep in it, to get a good lay, i.e. sleeping comfortably, what you do is you lay at an angle. Now, on a nice long hammock, what this allows to happen is your hammock will open up, you get more of a flat lay, and you're not stuck in that banana shape that really hurts your back. If you've ever tried to sleep in a hammock and you've had back pains, it's because you're not angling yourself in the hammock, and it's causing all of the pressure points from the hammock to go right down your spine. We don't want that. We want to be able to angle and have our nice lay. Now, a lot of hammocks that you can buy mass-produced, you can do this in, but a good rule of thumb for a hammock length is you want it to be between 10 and 12 feet long. 11 feet is kind of the sweet spot for a lot of people, and a lot of people also just have to try a bunch of different hammocks. I have really short friends who love having a longer hammock just because it makes it easier for them to get comfortable. But a good rule of thumb is that your hammock length should be 4 feet taller than you are. So I'm almost 6 feet tall, which means I need a 10-foot hammock at least to be comfortable. Another thing that these hammock companies do to get a lighter hammock, besides shortening their hammock and making it narrower, both of which just make it real uncomfortable for sleeping, is they use a lighter material. Now, this is fine, except for a lot of the times, the material that they're using is causing their hammock to lose a lot of its strength. It makes sense that a heavier material would be stronger, but a lot of times the amount that they're cutting down, so your standard hammock, so if you go out and you buy a hammock from a giant hammock company, it's going to hold about 500 pounds, give or take. These ultralight hammocks are cutting that more than in half, so they're 200, 225 pounds. Now, if you're under that weight, you're fine. There's no issue here. But if you're a big burly dude who's trying to hammock camp, you could really be pushing the limit of that weight. I don't know about you, but ripping through the bottom of my sleeping, falling to the ground, and being in a lot of pain in the middle of the night is not my ideal camp setup. But if you're really looking for an actual ultralight hammock, hammocks are so easy to make. There are patterns literally everywhere, and that way you can find a material that is strong enough for you. You can make it long enough for you, and you can make it exactly how you want it. Personally, I really want a Starry Nights hammock, so I'm gonna get myself one. There are also companies out there that literally specialize in making backpacking hammocks. So they have all of these different things that help you backpack better. Now, I'm not saying that if you buy one of these ultralight hammocks, your hike is going to be horrible and you can't do it and blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying that spending the extra money on what these people are calling ultralight, when it's really just ultra uncomfortable seems like a bad idea. And personally, I would rather spend that money on a nicer hammock. So that's my little rant about air quotes ultralight hammocks that are mass produced. That's all we have for this week. I hope you guys learned something about hammocks and finding a good hammock and how to get a good light. That was a real quick little run through of that. But if you have any other questions about hammock camping, or you want me to do a video about like my hammock setup, just let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If this video is helpful, be sure to give it a like. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Piv Explores. Don't forget to check out our website, pivexplores.com, and we will see you next week. Bye!